So recently I mentioned how I'm starting to work a job again after 2 years of not working. And I'll be working Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And I was discussing how I'm learning ways to plan and schedule things out better with my time working, being a mother, content creation, relaxation, all of that. With this job, we have been closed for winter break. So we've had 2 weeks off and then of course the weekend. So we've had a decent break. And I told myself I would spend that time doing more creative projects, making content for IG and YouTube, all the things. And things didn't happen that way. My son ended up getting sick, and I noticed him coming down with something that Friday. So the last day that I worked before the winter break, which was Friday, that night I noticed him uh, starting to come down with something, and then ended up having to take him to the hospital either that Sunday night or Monday, and then I got sick as well. So, so far, the break has been for me caring for my son and myself the best that I can with the little energy that I've had. And that has not been the greatest. Of course, when even though I've had a long time off, 2 years not working, and so that was a long break in itself. And now I get these 2 weeks, and I was excited to have these 2 weeks. I had things planned out, what I wanted to be doing, content that I wanted to be getting out, and just wanting to. I had this idea. Well, I had this feeling like since I've been shadowing for this new job, I haven't really had much time to do anything creative or do anything just really for me, even though like, the job is for me as well, but it kind of takes away from things that are like for me. So far, my break has been consisting caring for my son and myself instead of the things that I had planned to do and actually enjoying my break, not having to go clock in. So it's like, all right, I saw how that was and how it was taking away time. So now I got 2 weeks to myself, kind of, because, I still have to be a mom and all that. But I got these 2 weeks. So let me just go hard on content creation and resting up when I need to, when I got that time. Yeah, it didn't go that way at all. So it's been frustrating, obviously, because I feel like I'm behind again or didn't follow through with something I set for myself. But also because now that my son is starting to feel better, he's been more active, like bouncing, jumping all around and on me, hugging all on me, getting all in the way and stuff. And I'm just like, please sit down, please lay down. I'm like, look, mommy doesn't feel good. You wasn't feeling good, and I took care of you and everything. Now I'm not feeling good, and you trying to just bounce and jump and hop all around me. Like, please just sit down for a moment. Please lay down, take a nap or something. I'm trying to rest. I'm trying to take a nap. I just want to rest and feel better soon. That's how I was feeling. And even like when I try to journal or type anything out in my notes, it's like he's in the way, preventing me from doing that. So I'll be messing up, making typos, accidentally deleting stuff or clicking out of stuff. And it just builds up that frustration even more. And then he likes to force you to play with him, do the things that he wants you to do. So it's like he takes your hand, but I'm just talking about myself right now. So he'll take my hand from whatever I'm doing. So if I'm trying to type in my notes or whatever, he's trying to pull my hand and guide my hand to do whatever he wants me to do with his toys or whatever the case may be. And, that's frustrating because obviously I'm like, look, I'm trying to focus on this. You're messing me up. And then I already don't feel that good. And you're bouncing and jumping all around on me. And then I'm small. I was about to say I'm kind of small, I'm definitely small. And him to be jumping all on my stomach and all, it'd be too much for me. It'd be too much for me sometimes. So, and I feel a little bad because at some point during that frustration, I did tell him to leave me alone. I told my son to leave me alone, and he's not even 2 years old yet. He'll be 2 at the end of February. But I couldn't help the frustration with being so ill and tired while still trying to get things done. So it was just frustrating. And his dad got sick. My dad is sick now. My dad came over for Christmas to drop some gifts off. My niece is coming down with something. She's been over here too. So everybody's just been getting sick and just wants to feel better and do what they planned on doing. Regardless of that, as an adult, most of the time you still have to suck it up and keep it moving, keep it pushing. You still have to be a parent. You still have to go to work or whatever you do to pay your bills and all those things. So it's like, it's hard. It's tough sometimes. And so I do still have a week left before I go back to work, but I feel like I'm gonna be playing catch up or something. Kind of if you're into astrology, how it is, like we just came out of Sagittarius season. If you didn't do what you was needing to do Sagittarius season, then you'll be playing catch up for this Capricorn season. So it's kind of like that. I had plans to do a certain set of things for that first week off, and then for the last week had certain things set. But like I could have set 1 week for something and then the last week for more rest, setting things up and being well rested for when it was time to return, for when it is time to return, because we ain't returned yet. But right now I'm still clearing up, so I'm not fully recovered. There's still lack of energy, and then just knowing I still have things to do creatively, but also things like chores, like washing clothes, cleaning everything up, basically. Like I'm gonna have to clean everything, covers, clothes, wipe everything down, sanitize, all that. And whew, I'm getting out of breath trying to just talk. But what else do I need to do? I gotta go get a TB test done. I need to prepare for a dentist appointment I have coming up, because I'm still working on this root canal. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but yeah, I have gotten a root canal, and that process is still ongoing, which I didn't even know root canals was like that. I thought you just go to the dentist on your scheduled appointment, get the root canal, and then you have your healing process, and that's it. I didn't know you had to have all these follow-up appointments with it. Yeah, that's getting off topic too, but what else? But going to the grocery store, and most of these things, like most of it is things I could have done last week. Well, not could have, because I was sick. Most of it was things that I would have done last week if we weren't sick and I had the energy to do them. So that's why now I'm kind of feeling like I'm having to catch up. And then this is the last week before I'm having to go back to work. And it's like now I'm having to do all of these things instead of being able to just relax for my last week or whatever, my last few days. And that's overwhelming to think about. But I'm trying not to dwell on it too much. Because I also don't want the last few days to be focused on worry and stress and being overwhelmed. Now, while I haven't done what I planned on doing for the past 2 weeks, I have taken time to reflect on things, brainstorm things, ideas that I've already had in place and already been working on, but also new ideas, and like implementing them together, work out like how I can implement them moving forward with what I already have in place, taking out necessary things that need to be taken out, adding things that need to be added on, continuing things that are working. So those are just the things that I've had time to sit and think about, and like make lists with ideas and things like that. Those are things that I've had the time to do that I probably wouldn't have if things were going according to plan. Because if things have been going according to plan, I would have been more focused on doing those things rather than sitting here thinking and reflecting and having these new ideas come. It was like aha moments, or like, ooh, okay, I can actually add that. Ooh, okay, I like this. Ooh, okay, that would be something that I can do. Ooh, sorry, y'all, lit talking. And while I'm not fully recovered, my throat's still irritated, and I just had to pause the video for a second and cough and clear things up, because yeah. So I don't know, forget what I was saying, and I'm trying to wrap this up. I don't even want to do too much editing on this video. I usually try to cut out a lot of ahs, and them little tongue popping noises and sounds, but even my sniffling and stuff, I hope the sound is not too horrible with that, or not too off-putting for those of you watching and listening. But yeah, I don't want to do too much editing. And right now it's already at 12 minutes of me talking. And it shouldn't even been that long, but I've just been kind of going on a tangent, getting off topic like I'm doing now. So let me get back on topic. I've been able to brainstorm, new ideas and things. And it's like, okay, now I have a better idea of what I want to do moving forward with certain things. Content wise, career wise, and it's all kind of combined. These are ideas, like I said, I feel wouldn't have came to mind, or they would have been ignored if I was doing everything else that I was planning. And with this new information, these new ideas, it's like it's better thought out. And then I also have, like, with me shadowing at this job, the connections that I've already made there, like I feel like I can go to them with some of these. keep it a little back to myself for right now, but certain parts of it, certain bullet points I can bring to them, because all of this is connected. All of this is tied together. It's not like my job has nothing at all to do with things that I'm doing creatively or things that I'm trying to do content wise, anything like that. It's all kind of connected. My previous ideas, it was connected to, but it was still like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm back to not being able to come up with the right word that I'm looking for. It was just something was missing, and I feel like there's something that's missing. I'm gaining clarity on that, realization on what that missing thing or what those missing things are, and we'll be able to implement them now. I do have a journal that I started this year on January 11th, and I want to complete it by January 11th of 2025, and that is approaching. So, there's not many pages left in that journal. So that's basically why I was like, all right, I can just have this journal be a full year journal, January 11th to January 11th. And yeah, that'd be nice because none of my journals have been that way. So I would love for this one to go that way. There was basically enough pages for each day left. And, so I felt like, yeah, that's definitely possible, but I am behind now. I can't say I'm just like 3 days behind or something. I'm probably like a week or so behind now, or a week or two behind now, and having to play catch up. So I'll be writing what I discussed here in this video for an entry tonight, and possibly add a bit more to it, try to relax and enjoy the rest of the night, and hope that tomorrow is a brighter day, feeling better. Prep tonight to where tomorrow can be that. How has the past 2 weeks been for you? Have things gone according to plan, or have you had some kind of setback as well? Have you been able to see a different side to things to do things better moving forward?